All right, he threw his life away after a man complimented his girlfriend's tattoos by AQ. Let's get straight into it.
Tonight, we have new details about what exactly led up to a deadly shooting at a 7-Eleven gas station on Warwick Boulevard in Newport News. News 3's Leandra had uncovered court documents and has those details.
At a
A
7-Eleven.
tragic crime scene Friday evening at this 7-Eleven gas station in Newport News as police and investigators collected evidence trying to figure out why someone would want to take 24-year-old Michael Faison Jr.'s life.
He
Court
died.
documents reveal the deadly shooting all started over a conversation about tattoos. 24-year-old Michael Faison was standing outside of the 7-Eleven gas station when a woman in a blue dress walked out of the gas station, catching his eye. Court documents reveal the woman was walking towards the parking lot of the 7-Eleven when she turned around to talk to Faison about tattoos and gave Faison her number. The conversation didn't sit well with the woman.
Oh, hold on. She gave him his number? Now, I'm not saying this classifies somebody dying or whatever, but so she in a relationship. He don't know that she by herself. He compliments her, and it ends with her giving him her number. Let's keep going.
Woman's boyfriend, 28-year-old Divine Jackson. Court documents say Jackson walked up to her and Faison, asking why Faison was talking to his girlfriend. An affidavit reveals Jackson then slapped Faison twice. Jackson took out a handgun, stepped towards Faison, and pointed it at Faison's face at a close range. Court documents say Faison took a step back, lifting his hands up in a non-threatening manner. Jackson's girlfriend states that Jackson, whose nickname is Sauce according to court documents, shot Faison. 24-year-old Faison later died at the hospital. Court documents reveal Jackson and his girlfriend ran.
Wait, so she went there with her dude? Cause what made her do? So she went there with her dude. She just went in the store by herself. She came out, flirted with a dude, knowing her boyfriend was there. Gave the dude her number, knowing that would have put him in trouble later on. And the dude gets out, sees this, threatens the dude. Maybe he feeling hostile. He just threatened the dude. The dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm just now seeing you. Put his hands up. He still decides to pull a gun out and still shoot him. Bro, put that nigga away for life. For life, bro.
Towards the gas.
That's what happens when you're a man and you cannot compartmentalize your emotions. That's not even being logical. Your girl gave him her number. He didn't force it. He wasn't trying to woo. I'm thinking like he was about to give me that. Yeah, you might have to do what you got to do if you can't just beat him up and he all over your girl on some crazy stuff. But you just ran down on him like that.
Gas pumps and got into a black BMW sedan. Investigators found the BMW later that night and arrested Jackson at his home in Newport News. 28-year-old Divine Jackson is being charged with second-degree murder and the use of a firearm to commit a felony.
28.
Leandra Het, News 3.
They're following up on a deadly shooting at a 7-Eleven in Newport News 2 years ago. News 3 has obtained some surveillance video of what led up to that shooting.
Let's see this.
That left a 24-year-old man dead and another behind bars.
Let's see this.
Surveillance video shows the gunman, 30-year-old Divine Jackson, walking up to the victim, 24-year-old Michael Faison Jr., with a gun in hand. Court documents say the victim complimenting the gunman's girlfriend's tattoos led up to that deadly shooting. July 8, 2022 is the day 24-year-old Michael Faison Jr. was murdered. I first brought you this story 2 years ago when I combed through court documents. Take a look at this video. You can see the gunman's girlfriend walking out of the 7-Eleven convenience store on Warwick Boulevard when she catches the eye of Michael Faison Jr. The two start chatting, but court documents say the conversation didn't sit well with the woman's boyfriend, 30-year-old Divine Jackson. After the two exchange words, Jackson walks up and approaches the man with a gun in hand. He then punches Faison. Moments later, Jackson shoots and kills Faison. And a few moments later, surveillance video shows Jackson and his girlfriend running away from the crime scene. A Newport News jury found Jackson guilty of first-degree murder last summer, which has a mandatory sentence of at least 20 years. Jackson is awaiting sentencing. I spoke to...
Man, put that nigga away for life. Put him away for life, bro. This is clear. This is in 4K, even though the quality was horrible. Bro, seeing his girl turn back. Bro, you supposed to hold your girl accountable. And I ain't gonna lie, you ain't supposed to, I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, pull that thing out on her. I'm talking about, you supposed to walk up on that. If you gonna walk it down. If you gonna walk it down, what's going on? Oh no, we don't run like that. Yeah, we done with like anything else, but you coming up to the dude, bro. That's like me being mad at some single dude that don't know me, trying to holler at the girl I'm with or whatever. That I'm, nah. I mean, bro, you doing what you gonna do. I'm looking at her to see her actions. What she on? She turned around and went back to bro, and gave him, bro. Come on, bro. He got out seeing that and decided to bully the dude. The dude that wasn't even trying to show a threat. He was confused. Like, oh, I was just trying to. I ain't know she was even with nobody. And you gonna just run him down? Put him away for life.
To attorney Jeremy Mason with Mason Legal, who is not connected to the case, about sentencing guidelines.
There's a strong chance he could give him life because I think judges want to deter this one, the type of senseless killing. Based off how the video looks, premeditated, it was senseless killing. The guy was not threatened at all. Technically, his hands was up.
Faison's family was too distraught to do an interview, but his sister released this statement about the gunman, saying, quote, "I don't want him ever getting out. I want him to stay in prison forever. I miss my brother. He worked at Jiffy Lube off of J. Clyde Morris Boulevard," end quote. The gunman, Divine Jackson, is scheduled to be sentenced Friday morning in the Newport News Circuit Court. We'll update you.
Weak-minded men. Weak-minded men. And that's even more. Your girl just gonna follow behind you. She sat there and ran away with him. Both of them just dumb. I just don't get it. But I'm starting to think about from that video we recorded. I don't know which video it was. Put all them type of people, put them all the way together and let them just knock each other off. Put them all together, knock them all off. We good. And whoever you see developing in a good space and they want to be hard, no, we gonna throw you in there with all the. You ain't about to do that with everybody that ain't trying to have no trouble. They just trying to get to where they going, come up in life, and you sitting here disrupting it, just being a menace for no reason. Man, get on somewhere. And I do that with the females too. All the ones that love that, take her and throw her in there with them. No, I don't want no part. I don't want nothing to do with you. And I won't even be tripping like that, bro. But it's like, he could have been on his grind. He could have been trying to get his life right. Now he dead. Because somebody want to be gangster. Somebody want to be, for no reason. It's dumb. And they got it on camera. So it ain't no extra stuff. Well, he tried to touch her. And but that's lame, boy.
Once he is sentenced.
Lame. That's why, I try to stay as far away from that stuff now, bro. Because you can just die over some senseless stuff. You ain't even gotta be in the wrong. You could, as long as you're in reaching distance. As long as you're in reaching distance, boy, your time could be up in a moment.
These three. A Newport News judge sentenced 30-year-old Divine Jackson to life in prison for shooting and killing 24-year-old Michael Faison Jr.
Okay, good.
That homicide happened at a Newport News 7-Eleven gas station in July of 2022, and it was all caught on camera. The victim's family says that they are pleased with that sentence.
Finally relieved that it's over.
It took this long?
I do believe the family is remorseful.
It took 2 to 3 years?
I'm not so much believing, but he didn't really sound remorseful.
Melanie Faison, Michael Faison Jr.'s mother, believes justice was served in court for her son's killer.
He's not getting out anytime soon. You know, like...
Bro, and think about this, bro. Bro, hold on. Think about this. Bro sitting here, right? I want you to... You shot somebody, bro. For talking to your girl, even though your girl turned around and went to talk to him. He just probably shot a shot or gave a compliment or whatever. Know this now. For the next 40 to 50 years that you in prison, right? Going on however much longer you live. You think she about to just be sitting there waiting on you, bro? Right? Now it's about to be hella people trying to talk to her. And she gonna give on one. Know that. She gonna give on one or more. and you can't do nothing about it. You're gonna be fighting. You're gonna be fighting, trying not to get turned into her while you in prison. Make it make sense. You 30. At some point, you gotta be like, you should have knew. You're 30. 28, 30, oh yeah, cause yeah, 2-3 years passed by, so you're 30 now. You should have knew. It don't make no sense. I ain't got no remorse for him. Hell nah.
For her son's killer.
He's not getting out anytime soon. You know, like it was pointed out, Mikey's not going to be able to get married. He's not going to have any kids. You know, not going to be a nephew. Maybe walk his sisters down the aisle at some point.
Surveillance video shows the gunman, Jackson, walking up to the victim, 24-year-old Michael Faison Jr. with a gun in hand. Court documents say the victim was complimenting the gunman's girlfriend's tattoos, which led to the deadly shooting. After the judge sentenced the 30-year-old to life in prison, he turned around and looked at the victim's family to apologize. Jackson read a statement in court saying that his impulsive reaction took another man's life. He said, quote, "I never intended to kill an innocent man," end quote. Jackson also stated that he was drunk when he shot Faison. Before the judge sentenced Jackson, his mother took the stand, asking the judge to be lenient.
Nope. Listen. I have no remorse, bro, for people that drink and smoke and do these. If you want to drink, you want to smoke, that's cool. That's cool. It's your habit. It's something you like to do. It's how you feel in the moment. It's whatever you want to. I don't care. If you like to do it, you like to do it. It's like people that nymphos. They just like to have a lot of sex. They just like, okay, cool. But my problem comes in is when you use it as an excuse. If you use drinking or smoking for the reason you did something you usually wouldn't do, I don't want to know, because you did it to yourself. The only excuse is, hey, I was sleeping, somebody drugged me and made me drink and got me high, and then I woke up and I didn't know what yeah. Okay, cool then. But if you sat there and purposely did it and then gonna do something out of the ordinary and then try to say, yeah, man, I wasn't being myself, go away for good. Because you did it to yourself. So why do I care that you're not in your right mind? You put yourself in your not right mind. And then most of the time when you're around the people that you know, most people act like it's not affecting them. I don't understand what world we be living in with people. Do people be thinking you stupid? Like you can't see. Like you look like the same person, like you acting like the same person when you don't look like the same person, nigga. You're not acting the same after you done drunk 3 bottles. I just don't get it. I don't care about you being drunk. The fact that he said that not even like dead pen, I don't care about that. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself, bro.
Lenient with the sentence.
And no, for the mother, I understand she's gonna feel like that. But if you see your son do that right there, what type of environment did you upbring him in? Was you whooping his tail every time he was out there trying to hang out with you? I understand you might have been in a certain environment because maybe you didn't have the money to move somewhere else. Okay, cool. But that don't change you being on top of his head top. Was you on top of his head top making sure he wasn't in none of that at all? If that was the case and he eventually got to a point, okay, cool. But nah, bro, I feel like when somebody do something like this, bro, it's embedded in them. Like, this is just who they is. This is how they run. This how they move. He got the, well, I think he had the face tattoo. I could be wrong. I don't know, bro. I'm heated over the moment. I'm just heated about this situation because the stuff ain't cool, bro. You wouldn't be saying that somebody took your son for no reason. Took your son and he just at work making probably minimum wage. He working at a 7-Eleven. He chilling, probably living his life, man. Just cool and die over giving a woman a compliment that he didn't know had a girl, that she then decided to go back to him and give her number in front of the dude. Man, she need to get some too, bro, because nothing happens to her. She just out here willy-nilly, bro. Bro.
In addition to the life sentence for murder, the judge also gave Jackson 3 years for the firearm in commission of a felony charge. In Newport News, I'm Leandra Head, News 3.
First and foremost, RIP to the young brother who lost his life in this senseless situation. This right here
Facts.
is sad, bro. The man who committed the crime is obviously a very weak, mentally insecure individual. This is the man who lacks emotional intelligence. This is a man who don't know how to control his emotions.
It literally said that, knowing how to compartmentalize your emotions, which is in a layman's, well, not even layman's terms, but a better way of saying it is emotional intelligence.
And the reality is, the same woman that he threw his life away for, she will be moving on and dealing with another man.
Just said
Think about
that.
how crazy that is.
Just
you
said
threw
that.
your life away for nothing. And there are a lot of men out here who lacks self-control, emotional intelligence, and those dudes need help because mentally they are not in their right mind, and that's why it's sad. I mean, he did get life. He definitely deserved that. This was uncalled for, and I feel bad for that young man family. Extremely sad. And what's even more sad about this situation, his girlfriend moved on like nothing ever happened. Even though at the time her boyfriend murdered that young man, she got back in the car with her boyfriend. She left with her boyfriend. Now, you will think if a woman sees a man commit a crime like that, she will take off running. But his girl got right back in the car with him and left with him. Why? Because she knows the type of man that she got. She was the one who chose him. And that's why you can't feel bad for women in situations like this. Because I hate to say, bro, but a lot of times,
I don't hate to say I don't hate to say nothing. I don't hate to say nothing. This is why I'm doing this reaction, so I can be hard on everybody, man. I'm on here to give how I truly feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hard knocks in my head. No, you get what you deserve. It ain't no games about nothing. You don't get no leadership. It is what it is. When you do stuff like this, nah. I believe in giving grace on certain things, bro. But this, come on, bruh. Come on, dog.
Denominator. Why? Because she chose that guy. She knew that man ain't got no self-control, no emotional intelligence. She know that. But see, most women, most birds, they think that type of shit is fun. They go, oh, he's crazy, girl. Oh, that nigga's so crazy. And here's the reality, bro. Some people love to play with fire until they get burned. And then when they get burned, it's like, oh my God, I didn't know the fire got hot. And again, the sad part about it is she's already on to the next dude. And she's going to choose another dude like him.
Facts.
Why? Because it's fun. And here's the reality about birds, fellas, about women like this. They don't want a man who got emotional intelligence. They don't want a man who is disciplined. They don't want a man who got self-control because it's boring to them. They want to play with guys who need help and call it toxic. They want to deal with men like this. Men who lacks self-discipline and say, oh, he's so toxic, girl, I love that. And then when shit like this happen, fellas, they just move on to the next one. That's why as men, we got to be wise out here, bro. We really got to self-improve, fam.
Facts. Get yourself out these situations with these low-tier women, fam. I'm sorry. Get yourself out these places where you surrounded by these low-tier women. Because then, of course, you're going to be like, man, it is what it is. You're going to think you got to do what you got to do because of what she like. Man, no. I can't say and act like just forget a women. Like, nah, bro. We wake up every day and we like what we like. You know what I'm saying? We gonna like women. We gonna love them. That's just in us. It ain't going away. But you got to know to put yourself in a better situation so you ain't sitting here trying to find yourself, even if you find yourself trying to impress a woman, find yourself trying to impress the wrong type of woman. Because when you find yourself trying to impress the wrong type of woman, even though you shouldn't be out here trying to impress no woman, you need to be working on yourself, fam. Getting your stuff straight, locked in. Because bro, the more you learn, bro, they going to always be there. Always. You probably in your 20s right now, your early 20s. Probably said, man, you probably in high school or somebody watching this. Nigga, they gonna be there till you 40, 50, 60. They gonna be there. There's gonna be a 30-some-year-old woman waiting on you and you in your late 40s, 50s. If you on your stuff, just waiting on you. But you thinking about it right now, and you in the wrong environment trying to impress the wrong women, fam.
Protect y'all mental, fam. These women be playing with y'all. This right here is sad, man. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
This was a tough one to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate everybody that watched the video, man. Y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave some in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.